Morning, everybody. I just started this channel. I find vintage things. I decided I had to put it on. I find a lot of vintage stuff. And I went to a doll sale, and in the doll sale, the woman said her mother collected a lot of Deborah KERR stuff. So I said, I thought it would just be, you know, paper, and there are so many photographs. I mean, I can't begin to tell you how many. Look at this one. This one's graded. It's very fine. It's Deborah and Clark Gable playing chess in between scenes. There is so much. I mean, there is so much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bunch together, and I'm gonna patch this video together. I'm gonna let you know what I find. I mean, there's so much. Like this from all the movies, and there's press photos upon press photos, and regular photos, and autograph photos, and signed checks, and signed memorabilia. And this has got to be the largest Deborah KERR that I've ever seen. It's got to be one of the most ultimate collections this woman collected for years. Anyway, let me put this together. All right, I'm starting to dig. I started finding, look, I found a bunch of autographs already. One. Another one of hers. It's so beautiful. I found a bunch of these from CGC. Authenticated and graded. Fine, very fine. Only Cary Grant, that's huge. Look at this, like Hong Kong Chinese magazine or something. Pictures, old postcards, old playing cards. Look at it. Here's an actual personal photo of her at some banquet or something. That's a real photo. All these are real photos. And this one, there's a lot. I found one with a lot of fucking, excuse me, a lot of headshots. I think this is from like this movie. And I found this press book. This is the big one. How about this? Robert Taylor. There's so many old magazines in here. That's what this all is old magazines, and everything is related to Deborah. I haven't even gone through this box completely, but it's just, these are all photos and information on the movies that they're filed as. I would love to keep all of this, but this is all going in a collection. And I still have more stuff, 2 more boxes of stuff. It's getting there. I mean, it looks to be like hundreds of photographs, hundreds of, you got to be over a dozen, it looks so far, of autographs and personal photographs with their kids. And look at this one. This one's cool. There's all these information on them. It tells you who the photographer was. And that's another cool one. Look at, that's a cool photo. It's got information in the back, and it's stamped. This is stamped 1950 approved. Costume discussion. This is really cool. I mean, this is cool. Look at this one. Another one of her. You got all this information in the back. A lot of these are stamped. Look at this, pretty cool. Old checks with their autograph on them. I think there's 2 of them in here. Yeah, there's another one. It's kind of cool. Like I said, it's got to be over a dozen photographs. There's personal little shots. I mean, there's so much. It's overwhelming. I need to go have a cup of tea and maybe a little bit of nicotine, and then I'll come back to this and keep digging through it. It's like so much Deborah KERR stuff. I mean, there's so much photograph. Look, there's another autograph. Look at that. Anyway, it'll be a part 1 and part 2 of this. This was a good first video, so I'll be right back. Here we go. This is the final. Lots, about 16 pounds of advertisement, newspaper clippings, what I call reproduction photo pictures. These are modern pictures of old photographs. There's a lot of them too. I bet you there's at least 100, if not more, in here. This is the last part 3. There's hundreds of photos, I believe. Hundreds of them. All reproduction except for the old ads, but still really interesting. Old ads, old newspaper clippings. Astrological birth chart for Deborah. Isn't that crazy? Done in 81. Cool, right? Doris Day. No, Deborah KERR. Really cool, right? Okay. This is gonna be the last of this one I put on. See what else I find. Look what I found.